Welcome to Code as Teach, your topics, our views. Till now we have discussed about basic of Python, how to declare variable in Python, how to assign some value in the Python, how to use the different operators in a Python like bitwise operator, assignment operator, what is the list, what is tuple, what is dictionary, how to iterate over this list and sequence, loops. Today we will be discussing about one of the key feature of Python, functions. So what is functions? You can say function is a block of code which gives you result. It gives the modularity in your project. It also organized your project in a good way so that it becomes readable. Let's say start by running few codes and we try to understand it. Okay. Simple. So if you write something like print, okay, my first example, so simple, if you run simple here, okay, if you run it, it gives simply print my first example. This is also a function. Print is a function which is taking one parameter. The whatever we pass to the function is known as parameter. It's user defined function. It's already defined in a Python for using the different, for doing the different actions. So we can also define the function. How we define it? Okay, for defining the function we have to write diff keyword. The starting point of any function is diff. That's the definition. We have to give the name of the function. Here naming convention is same as variable name. So you can write something like calculation or the math or sum or greetings, anything you can write. Okay, the name of the function you can write here. Okay, name of the function. It follows the same nomenclature that variable follows. Okay, you have to pass the parameter if you want, or you have to put the colon. Okay, whatever code you want to write, you can write it. Return. If you required, you can return anything. If it doesn't require, you cannot return. There is one more thing here. Inside function, you can write some comments so that it defines gives the definition or the better, kind of readability. Anyone new can come to the organization and check this content comments, and then they are able to understand what this functions does. Okay, this is a simple way of declaring the functions. Let's declare one functions and then we will check this. Let's declare something like diff and something greeting. Okay, we are not passing anything, just printing, just print. What we print? Welcome to function. Okay, simply we run. This is the definition of the function, but how to call it? Okay, the simple way, just give the name of the function. Okay, simple way is just give like name of the function. Okay, right? If you have passed any parameter, then you have to pass the parameter, else you can directly call it. See here, if you run, how to run this? How to call this? Write greeting and simple. This is a simple way. We have defined one functions like definition. Pass the parameter. If you want to put it some comment, you can put it. But that is not required, but try to make it habit because it gives the readability of the new one. See here, it's coming, welcome to functions. Simple. Here, but here print is taking parameter. If you pass some parameter here, it will give error. Why? Because here we have not defined any parameters. So whatever definition you have given, you can call this in the same way. So let's take the name. Okay. Now we are taking the parameter name, okay, and we can print the name also, okay. See, now if I run this, it will give an error. Why? Because here we are passing the parameter, but while calling, we are not passing the parameter. First, let's check the error. See here, greeting missing one required position argument name. Okay, so we have to pass the name. See here, welcome to function code st. So this is the parameter. Okay, you have to pass the parameter, and then this is the arguments. So name is parameter, code as it is argument. Both refers to the same thing, like passing the value, some value to the function. But parameter is in definition, while calling it's known as argument. Okay. Now here name. Let's declare one different function to check the return. Okay. We have diff and then multiplication. Let's take an example of multiplication of two numbers. Okay. First number and then second number. Right? What we do? We store this in a result. First number, then second number, we return result. Simple. How to call this? Let's simple. Because it's returning some value. Okay, so we have to store this result in some variable. Let's declare here result and then call this multiplication. Okay, we pass two parameters like 10 and 20. Okay, and then print the result. Okay, if you run this, it will simply give pass the 10 and 20, that is 200. Simple. Okay, we comment here. See, it's giving 200. Simple. Okay, now it's fixed. Okay, now suppose if you pass something, let's take one more example of, like, we don't have to say here passing first number and second number, then 10 must be the first number, 20 must be the first number. Let's print those numbers so that we can see here first number and then print second number, right? Okay, but if you run this again, okay, if I pass something like 20 and 10, it means that the first number is 20 and the second number is 10. Here, okay, but suppose if you want to pass this, first and second number will be the first and the 10 will be the first number. So we can also pass something like, if you pass the same like first number or the second number in the first parameter, second number is equal to 20 and the first number is equal to 10. We can also pass like this. This is known as key value. If you are passing the key, then order is not required. But if you are not passing the key, order must be followed as the definition have. So if your function has definitions like it takes two parameters, first number and second number, and while calling, if you are passing the argument without key, then you have to pass in the same way. But if you are putting the argument, you can write in any order. That order doesn't matter. If you run this, it will give 10, 20 and 200. See here, okay, this is another way to pass the parameters. So we can say here we have to pass the parameter, right? And these functions are user defined because we have created this, and whatever the print or the length, these are the system defined. Okay. So once we pass the parameter, passed in definition, right? Definition of function. Okay, it's argument. Okay, while calling the function. Okay, if you are not using key, then order must be maintained. Okay, But if we are using the key, then we have just seen that order is not required. So it's giving this. Now let's say I don't know the numbers. It may multiply the 10 numbers, it may multiply the 20 numbers, it may multiply the 30 numbers. How to deal with this? Here the number is fixed, just 2 numbers. But we don't know. It may be 10 numbers, it may be 2 numbers, it may be 5 numbers. How that can be dealt? So here there is one way to do this. Just pass this star, and you can pass any like parameter or param. Right? Okay. How to handle this? To remove this code. Let's take and create another method. Okay. Okay. Definition: multiply multiple number. Okay. Just passing the parameter. Right. We have to put the star, single star. How it works? Because we have to proceed, return the multiple of n number, so it may be the list. Okay, because you can pass single number, you can pass the 10 numbers, you can pass 20 numbers, you can pass 2 numbers. You may not pass any numbers. That also be the case. Let's take an example. So we have just in the last video I have declared given the how to run over this. So we have write here x in param. We have also seen the assignment operator. Okay. Okay, it's returning the result. You can directly print the result. Okay. We have not called it. Let's call this. So if we call something like multiply multiple number, let's pass something like 10, 20, 30. Let's see what the result will be. If you run this, okay, see. Why? Because if we have also given the concept of the local variables. The result is locally created in for loop, so it cannot be accessed outside. For accessing this, what we can do? We can declare here, and then it will run. So here it's giving 10, 20, 30 is 6,000. Right? It's giving correctly. Okay. Now you can pass only 10. Then it will give simply 10, because by default there is one number. If you don't pass anything, that also it will give the 1. So if you don't know how many parameters should be passed, we can use the star keyword. From before the parameter we can put the star, then we have to iterate it and get the value of these parameters. We can do the actions, whatever they required in your project, you can do the actions. Now third one, now suppose we have to pass the default number. So here first number or second number. First number I know that it must be 10 or 20. Second number may be input by the user, so it can be 10, it can be 20. They by default they have the fixed value like 20 or 30. So you can pass the default value. Okay, so if user has passed only single value, by default it will take 20. If you can pass the second number, if you have provided the default value, still you can pass the second number. Let's take an example. Comment this one, multiplication. Let's uncomment here. Okay. Now here I am passing. I have just passed the first number. I am not passing the second number. Just passing 10. So by default it will take 20 as a second number and give the results. Let's run this. See here, by default it's taking 20. 10 into 20 is giving 200. Now let's pass here 30. Then it will not take the value because you are passing the second parameter. If you don't pass, it will take the default value. If you pass any parameter, it will take the argument which is passed. So if we click here, see, okay. So these are the way to pass the parameter to user defined function. You can pass n number of parameter. There is no constraint on it. You may or may not pass. There is one more concept. If you can also return here. Although we are not doing anything, but if you return here, if you call the greeting one, by default it will print the none because you are returning something. Let's check this. Okay. See here, right? So you can pass the parameter, you can pass also here. So what we have talked about today, how to pass parameter, like the first is key based, and then default parameter, and then also we have learned about the kind of no variable, variable parameter or variable length parameter. So the parameter can be variable. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything. Okay. These are one of the basics. In the next video, I will be covering some. There is one anonymous functions also there. Function, and then the recursive. Recursive is the mostly used function for getting something like to solving the sum problem, like even getting the factorials of the numbers or anything. Recursive function we can check in the next video. Okay. So these are few of the basic of the functions. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.